Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today was round 2 of the Charlotte Disc Golf Club presents the Charlotte Amateur Championship sponsored by Discraft. Round 2 we played at Reedy Creek, which is a very nice course in the Charlotte area. I enjoy it every time I get to go play it. It's a fun course to watch, fun course to play. Round 2 was incredibly frustrating for me, and you're going to see why in this video. It's something about the shoes that I wore and the tee pads and the amount of mud out there, but I felt like I was on ice the whole time I was on those pads. Off the pads I was fine, throwing from the mud for the dirt, grass, whatever was fine. But on those pads they have these like ripples. It's not like flat. The pads are they're like a concrete, but they're not flat. They have like these ripples running through them, and I don't know what it was about my shoes and those pads, but I could have been skating on those things, and you're going to see me slip a few times. But we're going to be starting this round on hole 13, and 13 is going to be a 353 foot par 4, left to right dog leg, which you're going to see coming up here in just a second. So we get through the in the bag. Yep, so this is gonna, if you want to get a pushing shot here that's going to finish to the right, so I'm throwing the Captain's Raptor. Gave it a really good shot. Put it right in the middle of the fairway. Gonna throw the roach here for my approach. This is a par 4. Had a good shot out of the hand, felt great. My putting issues were back again this round as well. I will count them, but this is a birdie. This should have been a birdie putt. One miss. We're going to count the number of missed birdie putts that should have been made. That's number 1. 14, 287 foot par 3. Throwing the thumber with the scorch. This is very downhill. Once it goes through that gap, it's just straight downhill. Once again, I take this Luna and I put it up in flat, and it lands. And it lands flat. You saw it land flat, and then it somehow kicked straight up in the air and rolled away again. Incredibly frustrating. This should have been an easy comeback for par. I just had the yips all weekend. I could not make a putt. This is my first slip. Watch my left foot, my push foot right there. You saw it slide. So I had to reset. This is Sagara, 325 foot par 3. A little bit better on that one. It was still a little slick, but not as bad as that first stoppage. I'm gonna have the roach here for my approach. And this one I put right up by the basket. This was a great upshot. I was very happy with it. Pretty much tap in for the par. Hole 16, 238 foot par 3. Gonna be throwing the Raptor on the thumber line. And out of the hand it felt just right. Felt great, and it's gonna just hit and stop. I got no flare on it. It just hit and killed. And this is a makeable birdie. I'm at circle's edge here. This is one that easily makeable, and I put it just under the basket for tap in par. 17, 273 foot par 3, throwing my Quake. This is just big hyzer shot. Get it down the middle, let the gravity pull it down the hill. No, this is a makeable birdie. I'm probably about 20 feet here, and just clang it off the top. I'd have been about 22 feet or so, but so realistically that's about 3 birdies that I missed already. Hole 18, 296 foot par 3, throwing the Skyway on a forehand, and I'm going to slip on this one as well. That plant foot goes down and it just kind of slides, and I'm just getting frustrated with these pads. Gonna have to try to get out of here with the DGA breaker, throw it low and just let it skip up. And I make it to a good spot here. This just outside circle from here, so it's not a birdie run. I'm not gonna count this one, but I gave it a good bid though. That's a low probability birdie, or par save, I mean. Took the bogey on 18. Hole 1, 274 foot par 3, throwing the Raptor again on another thumber line. This one hit, flared a little bit. Good shot. Gonna have a long run here for the bird. little bit too straight. If I got that out to the right a little bit more, I'd have had a chance at it. Tap in for par here. Hole 2 is going to be a 250-foot par 3. I'm throwing the buzz. And I just let it go early. It just came out of my hands short. This is one of the best shots I've ever had right here, this zone. This is a very hooking shot. Left the hand up in the air, and I put this one right next to the pin. I mean, that was textbook Anheuser zone shot. I was really happy with that one. Tap in for par. Hole 3, 275-foot par 3. I'm going to throw the Captain's Raptor again. This was pretty straight. I probably should have thrown just a regular Raptor, but I wanted to make sure I didn't turn it over down the hill to the left. So it's going to get down here and kind of finish on the right a bit. It's rolling, and I was hoping it would roll back to the left. I'm going to toss up here. I'm going to take my par. That's one where it actually sat. It finally sat. It didn't roll away. Amazing how that works, but tap in for par. Hole 4, 210-foot par 3. I'm going to cramp up right there. Big cramp. My body's just starting to fall apart. These courses were a lot longer than I expected this weekend, and it's been a lot of disc golf. So I'm going to move to throwing a standstill for a while, just kind of take the pressure off my legs, my calves to be exact. This one I have to do like an Annie putt and just kind of mess it up. It's just a bad putt. Tap in for par pretty much. Hole 5 should be a 240-foot par 3. Going to throw the Crave. Another standstill here. Get my full reach back, and then I pull through. Good shot. This is a makeable birdie. This is one that should have been made, but it's going to be another one that I'm just gonna flub. Just can't make them. Another tap in for par. Hole number 6, 400-foot par 4. Throw my Raptor on a forehand here. Standstill again. I've pretty much moved to standstills for quite a few holes. Gave it a good shot. If I'd got some air on it, I might have had a really good shot, but just threw it kind of low. And I had my zone upshot here. Great shot with the zone. Really liked it. And I had to move to a left-handed roach here. The angle was just perfect for the lefty backhand, so as soon as I saw it, I said I'm throwing left-handed here. And it was the right decision. Absolutely just parked this one. Tap in for par. Hole 7 is going to be a 270-foot par 3. Throwing the roach on a forehand, and this is probably my best throw of the tournament. We had a spotter that said I went right above the basket. There's absolutely, yeah, that was me listening for chains. They said I just buzzed right over top of the basket. So this is behind the basket on the left. So I mean, I was coming in just right for the. That's number 5 birdie I missed. That should have been a birdie. Hole 8, 240-foot par 3. Throwing the scorch on a thumber, and that was a bad throw. Really bad throw. I was worried about cramping again. This Luna, I'm going to try to get through these trees, and I almost make it. And then I hit that little base of that tree there. This is a par putt here that's easily makeable, and I just flub it. Just once again, you can see the frustration on my face. Hole 9, 209-foot par 3, throwing the Zone OS. I feel like this is the right disc. Anything like a Yarn or a Zone OS or anything super overstable. A2 is the right throw for this hole. This is number 6, easy birdie. This is probably 12 to 15 feet, and I just I can't make a shot. And you can see here is my foot is just sliding. I was putting all my weight on that foot, and it's just it's like I'm on ice. So I'm going to throw hole 10, 234-foot par 3, throwing the Hades here on a standstill backhand. Just trying to get it down the middle. I'll leave it just a little bit left, but it's going to be a nice easy upshot here. I'm going to give it a run. I'm going to try to bang these chains with this zone just left of the basket, but left me with this for the par. Hole 11, 301 foot par 3. Throwing the captain's raptor here. This is a left to right dog leg. Anything overstable on a forehand is going to be the right throw. And I put this right in the middle of the fairway. Give me a long putt here for, it's probably about 40 feet for the birdie. And I give it a run and just miss it. I actually thought I made it until I watched the disc go behind the chains. Easy tap in for par. Hole 12, 222 foot par 3. Throwing the buzz on the backhand, stand still, and it's just going to come out way late. It was just bad form on that one. Completely rotated my shoulders before I threw the disc. Another zone on a forehand. I was dialed in with this zone on the big Andy forehands. I mean, put it right behind the basket. Left myself with this about 10 footer for save the par. And this was the best round of the day. We're going to have one more round left tomorrow at Kilbourne, but for today, finished 3 over, much better than 7 over first round at Scrapyard. But like you saw, I believe I had, what was it, six birdie putts that I should have made that were easy putts. So it was so frustrating to think about, what should have been 6 strokes better than it was. And it wasn't, because I could not make my putts. It was very frustrating, aggravating day, but we got to figure it out, and we're going to figure it out. For the next tournament, we're going to figure out what's going on with these putts, because putting is usually my strong suit. It's what I do best most of the time, and it's just something's going on this weekend and like this past week where my putt just does not feel right, and I just got to figure out what it is. I've been working on a little bit in the yard, and I'm thinking it's my timing on my weight shift. I'm thinking I'm not paying attention to the timing, and my putting timing is off. So I've been working on it in the backyard, getting that feeling of when I should be letting the disc go, and it's working a lot better. At least in the backyard, we just got to transition it to the course. But thanks so much for watching, and stick around. Tomorrow we'll be coming back with the final round at Kilbourne.